Hello everyone, welcome back. Today we are taking a look at a fairly simple doll, but quite an interesting one. She has a bit of history behind her. Today we are looking at Fashion Fun Barbie. So this doll was manufactured by a company called Richwell Films in the Philippines. This doll is marked copyright 1992. I do believe Richwell Films produced dolls from the mid to late 80s throughout the 90s, and throughout the 90s up until I think the early 2000s actually. So there is a common misconception that Richwell Films made dolls only for the Philippine market. But yeah, they did produce definitely for Australia. I know my sister had a Richwell Films Barbie when she was younger. There's obviously this doll. She comes up on Australian eBay quite a lot and quite cheap. I'm not sure if they did produce dolls for other markets, maybe the UK market or maybe like just the general European market or something like that. I'm not sure, but definitely available in Australia and definitely in the Philippines as well. This doll is very similar to one of the Philippine exclusive dolls, Party Time Barbie. She has the same dress, same shoes, same body, same face. The hairdo differs in that this doll has no fringe and the Party Time Barbie does. The Party Time Barbie also comes with a gold purse, which this doll does not. Okay, so this is product number 0144. There is the Mattel logo on the back there and the Fashion Fun Barbie logo. The box is very shiny. There are different illustrations of how you can style the little ruffle on her dress, the product information, contents, 11.5-inch doll, dress, ruffles and shoes. And barcode. There's a beautiful illustration of Barbie on the front. So the box is actually like a plastic laminated cardboard, so it does have that shiny finish to it rather than the matte finish. Yeah, it's a fairly cheap doll. Packaging is cheap as well. But without further delay, let's get into the box. So just a simple tab at the top there and at the bottom if you so choose. Yep. And we'll slide her out. There she is. So the box was a bit discoloured, so you might be able to see her a bit better here. Now I was wanting this doll for a while. I've been looking for years actually, but I never bought her, but just because she was a cheap doll and I was worried I wouldn't like her that much, but I figured why not? Like, you know, they're always cheap. It's not too much of a waste if I do end up not liking the doll. She has 2 twist ties and just a little bit of tape holding in the plastic zip tag thing on her hair. And yeah, the little cardboard loop holding her feet in there as well. So let's just undo these. And rather than undoing the tape there, I'm just going to eject the plastic tab at the side here. So one twist tie is holding in her ponytail and the other one her waist. There. So we should be able to just lift her out now. There we are, there's the doll. And her shoes are just held in a little baggie with some tape. Now I'm just going to leave the baggie on there and slip her shoes out. Now what I liked about this doll was that she was, like, I do prefer brunettes, but this doll has a very unusual blonde hair. I'm not sure if you can make it out on camera, but it is sort of like a streaky blonde. So it's mostly this caramel strawberry blonde with streaks of platinum blonde, which is very unusual. So it's just tied in a ponytail, much like the original ponytail Barbie really, with the smaller bit, the top knot there. It's a bit curly, a bit flat at the back from being stored in the box, but you can fluff that out. Yeah, so just very simple. I'll give you a look at her face. So she has blue eyes and brown eyebrows with pink lips and pink blush. Now, something that kind of differentiates the Richwell Fills dolls from the regular Barbies of the time is the very thin, very arched, angular eyebrows rather than the soft, rounded or very thick eyebrows. And she has generally slimmer eyes and quite often very spidery eyelashes. So she has the rotational neck joint there. Her arms move up and down, and they are the palm to rear hands, but these ones are actually quite thin compared to others at the time. Usually Barbies at this time with palm to rear hands would have quite thick sculpted hands. You can actually make out the fingernail detail on the hands, which is quite nice. Her dress has a bow up here, so it is attached. It does have one shoulder and sills in the back with some Velcro, and she has a twist and turn waist there, and at the bottom here we have a change around ruffle. So on the box it has it pictured like this, or around the waist, or even around the hair, which I think looks quite ridiculous, but we'll give it a go. Just slip that down. So it is elasticated. So the fabric is just like a gold laminated, I think it's a knit fabric. There we are, around her hair. It doesn't look too bad, but it does look a bit silly. It is a bit loose to be like a scrunchie, so maybe you want to like tie it around a bit more, but this fabric tends to go a bit sticky and has a tendency to peel, so I don't want to move it around too much. Her legs are bend and click legs, so just like your regular Barbie legs. Yep. And yeah, her feet are fairly standard as well. And then we have the white pumps. Another thing I loved about this doll was the combination of the white pumps with the gold dress. For some reason, white and gold just really appeals to me as a color combination. She does not have pierced ears or an earring, or a ring. So yeah, there is her body. It is marked Mattel Inc. 1966 and her head Mattel Inc. 1976. So your standard twist and turn markings and your standard superstar markings for the head. Yeah. It's kind of interesting. There was a lot of variety in this era, in the 80s and 90s. Things were getting a bit weird and, a bit disjointed, and you can always find strange new things, which is part of the reason I do enjoy the 80s and 90s dolls. That is Fashion Fun Barbie by Richwell Fills. I hope you enjoyed this review, and I'll see you all next time. Bye bye.